Blue Demon Volleyball on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi. Welcome one, welcome all to the final game of the Big East Digital Network coverage of regular season NCAA volleyball at McGrath-Phillips Arena and Doug Bruno Court as Marquette looks to take on DePaul. Hello everybody, it's Pete Ferreri here for your final regular season game of the NCAA season for the Big East Network, powered by Fox Sports Go. We're excited to be here for the final game as Marquette has already secured the number 2 overall seed in the tournament, which will be next weekend. DePaul comes into town at an overall clip of 2-15, but looking over at Marquette, key player to watch is Anna Hack. Anna, an outside hitting junior out of Sweden, has averaged 4.5 points, 4.12 kills per set behind a 380 hitting percentage and 3.75 digs per set, as they had another 2-0 win this past weekend, also taking out Villanova recently. As we move over to the Blue Demon side of things, we talked about the seniors, and we'll get to them in a minute, but Brittany Maxwell, a key player to look at, sitting at 998 kills in her career. That is right, 2 kills away from hitting that 1,000 kill number, and I know the Blue Demon faithful is excited for that matchup as it comes here today. A lot of seniors going to get accolades after the game. Rachel Brialt, Haley Boyser, Caitlin Coffey, Kelsey Horvath, Jamison McPhee, and Maya Reed for the Blue Demons. Golden Eagles 14-3 in the conference. DePaul 2-15. Can DePaul make something happen and change the fate of which these two teams met a few weeks ago? Or will the Golden Eagles fly out on a high note? We'll be back in just a few moments for the initial serve of the final regular season game, senior night here on the Big East Digital Network, powered by Fox Sports Go and presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University by bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking. A wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us
to be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault.
I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us
to be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
What do you see?
Welcome into the final regular season game of the Big East Digital Network coverage of this outstanding NCAA volleyball season. DePaul comes in 2-15 in the Big East, where the Golden Eagles are 14-3. Golden Eagles have already secured that second overall spot for the conference tournament, which starts next week, and final seeding will be announced tonight at the conclusion of all the games. What matchups are there today? There are still playoff spots available. Seton Hall fell to Butler yesterday. Seton Hall will take on Xavier later on today. They stand at 10-6 overall. Villanova against Providence, they're 9-7. Villanova holds that slight tiebreaker, over Seton Hall, so a lot of volleyball action today. Left to right is going to be the DePaul Blue Demons, wearing the long sleeve white jerseys with blue numbers and letters, a red trim. Right to left are going to be the visiting Eagles out of Marquette, just a bit north. A huge crowd here today as the Golden Eagles out of Marquette, about an hour-and-a-half clip at the most north of Chicago. Serve, and we are underway. Back set on the slide over the double. Coffee able to keep it alive. Coffee on the isolation. Boyser, near side Maxwell. 2 kills away from 1,000. We'll keep that tracker going. Boyser back sets to Reed. Reed down! Reed kill. Starting off first with power, Maya Reed on the far side for the home Blue Demons. To serve, Horvath. Dig down by Horvath. Back, Maxwell. That one stays in. She's at 9.99. 2-0 DePaul. .365 coming into this game for the season. She just got 366. Double block DePaul, 3-0 right off the bat. They want to show Marquette that those seniors have a lot to show in their final game of their collegiate career. Horvath again. Near side. Maya Reed chips with the left. Set for Hawk. One of our players to watch. Back set on the slide. Down, 10-foot kill. Hard to stop over the middle. Jenna Rosenthal, the 6'6", middle-hitting red-shirted junior out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 3-1, Marquette gets their first point. Hawk to serve. Is it tipped? And they're saying no tip. Point goes to Marquette. Reed tried to swing the arm, go along the top of the tape. Not tipped by any Marquette player. Thought they might have gotten a little bit of the left hand. No call. 3-2, Hawk serve. Maxwell down, Maxwell kill. Put her in the 1K club as Maxwell gets her 1,000th career kill. Congratulations to Blue Demon Jr., Brittany Maxwell. Quick set near side, and that one falls down. Barber. For 3, DePaul still with the 1-point lead. To serve Rosenthal. Almost going out of bounds, still alive. Coffee has to do a flat-footed attack on the free. Double block, goes out of bounds. Tool point for Marquette. Golden Eagles tied at 4 apiece. A 3-0 rally, 3-1 rally. Rosenthal again with the serve. Banez to Maxwell. That stays in. Maxwell with 3. 1,001. To serve Westmont's Boyser. Big right. Oh, can they get there? Maxwell able to keep the rally alive. What an outstanding play in the back row by DePaul. And that one stays in. All the work for naught. Banez not able to get their perfect placement for the visiting Golden Eagles. 5-5 your score. To serve Lauren Speckman, the 5'9", setting sophomore out of Archbishop Mitty in Menominee Falls. Some quick net play back and forth. Banez can't get there as she slides. Point Marquette as they find their first lead of the day. To serve Speckman. Left hand Maxwell, double block down. Maxwell's on a roll, 4 for the day. Left hand, Maxwell serves, hits off the top of the tape. And double hit called by Marquette. DePaul gets yet another one. Seven, 6. That one goes out of bounds on the service error. First mistake by DePaul. As Barber to serve. Hits the tape, service error returned. Checking into the game from Metz, France, Mano Joffre. I took Spanish in high school, my sister took French. I'm sure she would be telling me I'm not saying that 100% correctly. But point goes to DePaul, 9-7. To serve now, Jamison McPhee out of Guangzhou, China. So many international players in this match today as that one goes right into the net. Another service error. 9-8 your score for DePaul. To serve Martha Kanavidov, the freshman out of Rosary High School. DePaul still has that 1-point lead. Left hand, Maxwell, return clean. Favor return, Jenna Rosenthal. What can I say except you're welcome? 9-9. Savage misplays. Marquette leads 10-9. Hits the tape, and they're saying it did nick the antenna on the serve. Paul ties it up at 10. Brialt, the middle blocking 6'2" senior out of Bad Axe, Michigan to serve. Set serve with the right. Reed, clean return. Back set to Maxwell with the left, down! Chalk up another one for the lethal lefty. 11-10 DePaul. Brialt with the left. Near side, double block, down to a knee. Good job, Hawk. Hawk wants it again. Maxwell with the left over the double. Right, over the top, Coffey. Head coach Ryan Thies not happy about that call, saying it was a reach. One of the players, Lauren Speckman, talking to the R1 on the perch to get clearance on the call. Again, head coach Ryan Thies trying to get an explanation. They trail 12-10 in the opening set. Along the middle, missed time, still able to get over that 6'6" frame, able to do that. Tool kill for DePaul. Bust out the screwdriver, 13-10. To serve, Brialt again. Line drive. Quick one. She only needed it, Rosenthal. 13-11. To serve. Number 12, Maddie Mosher, the outside hitting sophomore from Waterloo, Wisconsin. Back row, Savage. Slide, Coffee down! Breaking the floorboards, 14-11. DePaul feeling it here on senior night. To serve, Horvath. Geoffroy kept it alive. Maya Reed! Rack it up 15-11 and break it down. Timeout needed by head coach Ryan Thieves for Marquette. DePaul finding every gap and opening, coming with everything they got and then some. Again, the PA announcer congratulating Brittany Maxwell on that 1,000th kill. Brittany Maxwell, the right side junior out of Armada High School in Macomb, Michigan. Congrats from all of us here at the Big East Digital Network. Looking back at good old 1K, just found that line. Speckman went too far to the inside and was able to walk the line to get 1,000. Brittany Maxwell has been playing outstanding her whole collegiate career thus far. She had 365 coming into today and already has quite a few more on the afternoon. DePaul looking for her to take that final step next year and be the senior leader. As we look at some of the underclassmen for DePaul, Marshall Banez. Banez likely slated to be the libero next year. Mackenzie Savage, one of the DS's. Claire Anderson not playing today, an outside hitter. So we'll see what impact that makes. And Katie Dolan, so some underclassmen. Paul looks to have a double block. Helped out the Coffee and Maxwell show, 16-11. To serve, Horvath again, the senior. Near side, tips off the double block, hits the antenna. Bit of a missed time there. DePaul still leads, 16-12 now the call. Checking in from Marquette is Barber, also to serve Hawk. 5'11 junior out of Sweden. Junior transfer, played at Miami. Left hand Maxwell, and not able to get there. That one falls down. Point, Blue Demons, 5-point lead, 17-12. Not able to get there cleanly was Barber. To serve now is Banez, the 5'6 freshman out of Northside College Prep. Former All-Star in the state of Illinois. And that hits the tape. Double block not even needed, 18-12. To serve again, Banez. On the slide attack, high return Horvath. Boyser, left-hand Maxwell, high return again. Decoy, double block! Blue Demons on fire, 19-12. Substitution. Coming in, Sarah Rose. Sarah Rose out of York Community High School, 5'7 freshman. (19-12). Senior night. Getting a mix of veteran leadership and youth so far for the Blue Demons. Slide attack, double block, back in. Marquette able to get there. Maxwell, Coffee, far side. McPhee, the senior. Backslide, down. Rosenthal. When she's gotten a good set, no stopping her. right on the near side of the double block. Coffey knew she went a little too far to that far antenna. Maxwell from the left. That one goes out of bounds. No tip called, 19-14. As serving Rosenthal. Maxwell double blocked. Golden Eagles clawing back in. Timeout called Nadia Edwards as the lead is now 4, DePaul 19, Marquette 15. As we see the outstretched left hand for the Golden Eagles, Allie Barber, the 6'5" outside sophomore out of Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Again, this game brought to you and presented by SoFi. Find them on Twitter at SoFi. Ready to launch your next milestone. Student loans, refinance, personal loans, mortgages, life insurance, wealth questions. Tweet at SoFi or at SoFi Support. 19-15 is your score. It is senior night. As we said, quite a few seniors will be having their last point, dig, set, or spike today for DePaul. Brittany Maxwell is not one of them, although she did hit the 1K mark. The 6 seniors, Rachel Briault, Haley Boyser, Caitlin Coffey, Kelsey Horvath, Jamison McPhee, and Maya Reed. Each senior had all 4 years of their collegiate career with the DePaul Blue Demons. So congrats to them and wish you best in all of your future endeavors. As we return to action here, 4-point deficit for the visiting Golden Knights. Oh, they had a few-point rally, and that continues along. Block over the middle, Liz Orff, the 6'3" middle blocking freshman out of Ville of Duchesne, St. Louis, Missouri. Must have had a little bit of Emos or Ted Drews before to give that block. That goes too far. DePaul gets point right back. For all of our St. Louis fans out there, or those watching from home, Emo's Pizza, Ted Drew's Frozen Custard, it's good. Got to try it next time you're down. And 3-1-4. Haley Boyser, the Westmont product, serves into the net. Deficit now to 3. Sarah Rose, local product, York Community High School. Outstanding volleyball program here in the western suburbs. Serves down 3. Near side, Maxwell through the double at the perch. 21-17. Maxwell gets the tool, bust out the chainsaw. To serve now, the aforementioned Maxwell. Rose, far side, tip alive. Maxwell wants it again, tries to set over the double block. Rose near side again, boom! 24-karat magic in the air for Marquette. Allie Barber, 21-18, as she also gets the serve. Back set, block straight down, Anna Hawk. 2-point lead now for DePaul. Call Hawk for all your roofing needs. Boyser. Briault on the slide. High return Rose. Near antenna. Through the double. Far side McPhee. That one goes out of bounds. Good set by Rose. Hawk pulled too much, 22-19. Some substitutions. Checking in back row help, the senior out of San Jacinto College, Mano Jafra. Reed off the double. to kill. 22-20 Marquette. Marquette needs a rally. Libro Kanavadov serves to Savage into the net. Retrieved. Maxwell. Boom! 23-20. Marquette coming in 14-3 in the conference. They need a timeout. No implications in the playoff standings, as Marquette has already secured the number 2 spot, being 14-3 in the conference and 20-8 overall. Last time these two teams played, DePaul volleyball fell to Marquette 3-0. 25-19, tough second set, 25-9, and a long third at 30-28. That was on the 30th of September. Brittany Maxwell led the Blue Demons 11 kills on 44 attacks. Horvath had 16-6. And as we said, the pride of Westmont High School, Haley Boyser, 15 digs. Ashley Marshall also made her season debut, helping with 16 attacks. Last week, Marquette went 2-0 at home against Big East rivals Georgetown and Villanova. So Marquette is flying high, as we said earlier, pun intended, going into this tournament. Seeding will be finalized later this evening, so make sure you go to the Big East website, again, bigeast.com, to see that final seeding for the tournament, which starts next week. The semifinals on the 24th and the finals on the 25th. You're going to use the hashtag, for those of you watching at home for all your Big East action, hashtag BigEastVB. 23-20 as we look for the conclusion here of set number 1. Rose, decoy, down, kill, Hawk, 23-21. Back row of DePaul talking after that one. Savage hops a little bit. Able to get that one. Pass to Maxwell. Rose, near side, off the double. Savage can't get there. 23-22, a 1-point lead for the home Blue Demons. Marquette with the serve to tie. Mosher to serve. Far side Reed. Rose. High return. Savage. Near side, double block, still alive. Good defense, Marquette on the free ball. Slide by Coffey. Savage able to tip at it, but there's Saina left. Marquette has tied it 23-23. At one point, it was a 7-point lead for the Blue Demons, and Marquette showing why they're one of the best in the Big East Conference this year to serve to take the lead, 2 points away from set 1 victory. Coffey decoy, Reed off the double. Savage able to get there. Reed far side. Rose over the middle. Quick tip by Rosenthal over the double. They are 1 point away from set 1 victory. Marquette now DePaul has to take their second timeout. Boyser couldn't get close enough as it dropped about 2 feet after the net. Marquette, a few losses on the year. They actually started out a little slow overall in the season. They were 20-8 overall. Only 3 of those losses being in the Big East. They lost to UCLA and San Diego, both top 25 ranked teams in the onset of the season back in August. They then fell to Wichita State, making their record 2-3 overall. They then started on their winning ways, finding then losses to Kentucky and number 5 ranked Wisconsin, and then their only recent losses, Villanova, Butler, and number 14 ranked Creighton out of Omaha, the Blue Jays. That was November the 4th, but otherwise they had an outstanding stretch in September that carried into October, beating Southern Miss, Butler, St. John's, Seton Hall, Xavier, DePaul, beat Creighton 3-0, and then also Providence to chalk up quite a few wins in a row. So let's see if they can take that into the Big East tournament. Again, a week away. Happy early Thanksgiving, everybody, as the 24th next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Hope everybody is going to have some outstanding plans. We wish you all the best here at Fox Sports Go. Maxwell can't get there, and Marquette rallies. 25-23. What a rally, as just a brief tip with the left hand to keep it in play, and Marquette shows their winning ways, winning set number 1, 25-23. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, set 2 action on the Big East Digital Network, powered by Fox Sports Go, presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
To stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
Hello, Lauren. How have you been? I had my Facebook timeline say like 6 years ago, I interviewed you right here. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? No? Thank you.
Hallelujah.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
My wife's 5 foot tall, so.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
Big East Digital Network, covered by Fox Sports Go. Yours truly, Dr. Pete Ferrari. What a turn of events in set 1, a 7-point lead for the Blue Demons, and all of a sudden Marquette started doing that 2-for-1 deal, found their way back into it. 7 tie scores, 5 lead changes. Some standout numbers is 4 kills by Hawk, 8 kills by Brittany Maxwell. Again, she was too short of the 1,000 career mark and got that very quickly at the onset, as she was having her kill attack percentage at a 400 clip. Going right to left now is going to be the Blue Demons. Switching things up, 25-23 again was the final count for set number 1. Both teams having 3 overall blocks. $17 digs for Marquette, 16 for DePaul. Both teams very close in statistics. 3-3 again, as we mentioned, for blocks, or as for blocks. 15 assists for Marquette and 12 for DePaul in set number 1, and DePaul comes out storming as they did in set number 1. Checking out, Maya Reed checking in. Serve specialist Isabel Banez. Hop serve by Banyas. Far side, Barber. Left hand, Maxwell. And they're saying that went out of bounds. They're switching it. So the line judge overruled by the R1, and they're going to say 1-1 will be the score now. So as we look at the official replay again for our eyes only, that was in. So again, as we saw from our unofficial replay on the court, so again, what we get to see here in the booth and at home, different from the officials. They can't go back to this. But from our vantage point, as we see Maxwell swinging the axe, that does hit right at the line. So that is in. So the R1 with the correct override, making it 2-0 DePaul. Great camera work by the crew today. Able to catch that for our knowledge base. That one is tipped. So point goes to Marquette either way. To serve now, Rosenthal. Bouncing a few times. Banyas. Self-preservation by Rosenthal keeps the free ball alive by Marquette. Hawk sends it sailing way too far, 3-1 DePaul. Again, we're here on the Big East Digital Network, Senior Day. Many seniors. Haley Boyser serves wearing the red libero jersey. Bump to keep alive, slide attack through, no tip called, point goes, Blue Demons 4-1, right where they left off, besides that late rally. Goes out, nobody tipped it, Haley Boyser. Set near antenna, over the double, not able to get there. McPhee brings it down for another point. Timeout already by Marquette, as it is a 5-1 set to lead for the home Blue Demons. Want to remind everybody, if you are a DePaul Blue Demon fan, make sure you follow them on their social media, as they can be found at DePaul Athletics. 5-1 your score here. Again on the Big East Digital Network. We talked earlier about Anna Hawk. She did a great job in set 1. She came into today being in the weekly honor roll, so congrats to her. 4.5 points, 4.12 kills per set behind a 380 hitting percentage and 3.75 digs per set. They had another 2-0 week last week, as they, as we said, have clinched that number 2 spot heading into the tournament. Again, 5-1. Maxwell at 9 kills overall today. Coffey and Reed with 3 apiece. Rosenthal with 6 kills leading the way for the 14-3 Marquette Golden Eagles. As we return to action. Massive kill, coach's point for Marquette on the far side, Allie Barber. Got a great replay there from the truck. 5-2 the score. Rose serves. Set near side, McPhee pulls it too far. Had the line open, put a little too much mustard behind it, not able to get things in bounds. Again, for social media, Instagram at DePaul Athletics, Facebook DePaul Blue Demons, Twitter at DePaul Athletics, and Point DePaul. 7-3 as another kill by Maxwell. She now serves with the left. Far side set by Barber. That one's going to fall down. Banyas can't get to the back row. Back to serve, Barber. 6-4. Maxwell near side, McPhee, and that one stays in bounds. She found the line. She was looking for it earlier today, wasn't quite able to get there cleanly. They go to the well again, and she's able to deliver. Hop serve, and that one goes into the net. You know, we were talking briefly about Sarah Rose, who's on the court currently number 4. To note, older sister Caroline Rose also played at York High School and was a state all-star herself. So some outstanding lineage there for the Rose family, as right there a perfect set for Sarah Rose, the younger sister. Down, and Savage can't get there. So great to see some success in the Rose family, and you know, York High School should be proud. Far side, Savage. Near side for Reed. Hits off the double, free ball. High off the double, Maxwell. Dump attempt, still alive, Rosenthal. Some ill-guided free ball, Geoffroy. Reed down, Reed kill. Knock if you buck. 7-8, 7-6, now 8-6 Blue Demons. Bam. To serve Horvath, or Brialt, excuse me. Off is Reed, back to Reed, hits the tape. 8-7 now Marquette, slowly clawing back in. It was 5-1 for DePaul. A 6-3 rally for the visiting Golden Eagles. Savage, near side, high off the double. And not able to get there is Mano Geoffroy. 9-7. DePaul started out set 1 on fire, and slowly Marquette clawed back. 2-point lead now for the Blue Demons. Off the double, no chicken wing for Maya Reed. Tried to get the left arm there, wasn't able to retrieve. To serve, Anna Hawk. Transfer from Miami. The U having a great football season. Block over the middle. And good roof by Rose, 9-9. She must have heard us talking about her. Up serve by Hawk. And that one goes out of bounds. Point goes Marquette. They have now taken the lead, 10-9 over DePaul. As we see no tip, Maxwell swung too much of an angle. Hop serve by Hawk. 9-4 rally. DePaul gets it back, Maya Reed. Substitution checking in Isabella Banyas. And McPhee. Gotta love that there's so much talent between these two teams that from a local level, having been named some of the best at the high school level and then taking that to the collegiates. Far side, high return Boiser. Joust, net, self-preservation Boiser. Punched up by Boiser. Rosenthal, and that's gonna go out of bounds. Boiser, 3 rally saving plays for naught as Marquette just brings it down at the end. To serve Rosenthal. And sliding, not able to get there, is senior Horvath. 12-10 Marquette. Boiser, ill-guided pass down at the left angle. Timeout, by the Blue Demons. Will take a timeout. 12-10 the score. We'll be back. Can Marquette close out set number 2 on the Big East Digital Network's Senior Day coverage of NCAA volleyball on Fox Sports Go.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University by bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking. A wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us.
Welcome back to the Big East Digital Network's coverage of DePaul and Marquette. Final game broadcast of the regular season. DePaul had a 5-1 lead at the onset of this set. Marquette, of course, has found their way back as they did in set 1, but Maxwell single-handedly trying to will DePaul to victory here as the kill count keeps rising. Maxwell now at her 11th kill, and we are only halfway through set number 2. Not able to get there was Horvath. 2-point lead for Marquette. To serve Rose. Top serve back row. Near side double block. McPhee yells out, able to get there. Banez puts her hands up. 13-12 now. Good eye by McPhee to get out of the way. Maxwell with the left. Along the middle, Maxwell keeps it alive. Double block, no lift called. McPhee. Back bump to Barber. And that falls down. A few Golden Eagles tangled in a web of volleyball. Just past the 10-foot line, DePaul ties it up. 13-13 apiece. Left hand Maxwell. Rose far side. That one goes out of bounds into the stands. DePaul able to get out of the way, tied at 13 apiece. 14-13. DePaul leads. Maxwell again with the serve. Double block, Blue Demon. Back row, Banez with the... And that one plays the line. McPhee, 2 for 2 on the last attempts. When she tries to go that near side line, Marquette needs a timeout. 15-13, 2-point lead for the home Blue Demons. Finding their own way to rally. Senior night here. As we look at some of those stats again, 15-13, set 1 ended in a rally as Marquette won 25-23. Maxwell now up to 11 kills, only 3 errors. McPhee 4, Reed 6. As we look over the visiting Golden Eagles, 9 kills by Rosenthal, 6 Barber and 4 for Hawk. Maxwell 11 for 21 at a .381 percentage. As we look on the setting side of things, Rose with 13 and Horvath at 18. Block leaders Coffey at 3 and Orff with 2. And looking at the libero side, Boiser has 8 digs, but Hawk has 7. So it's interesting when one of your front row players has the most digs. It shows DePaul has led a very interesting attack. 2-point lead for Marquette after the timeout, or for DePaul after Marquette's timeout. Slide attack, punching around. Rose able to get there, big dive. Back bump, Boiser. Near side, McPhee looks for the line again. Chopped at it was Hawk. Back set, and roof. Marquette with a beautiful roof on the far antenna. Long rally favored the Golden Eagles on that one. The left hand of Barbara able to get there. Geoffroy serves. McPhee. Geoffroy. Maxwell at the left. Blocked! You shall not pass. 15-15, 2 quick points after the timeout for Marquette. Substitution checking in for the home Blue Demons is Katie Dolan, the 6-foot sophomore. Haven't seen her much today. McPhee switches it up, but able to be returned. High off the double. McPhee still alive. Rose double hit. 16-15 Blue Demons. Maya Reed checks in, Banez out. McPhee to serve. Back set, double block. No, 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 Rachel Briault. 17-15. McPhee to serve yet again. Maya Reed sends it sailing. In fuego, 18-15 Blue Demons. No self-preserving there. Mass substitutions. Rose couldn't get out of the way. 3-point lead for DePaul. We saw this in similar fashion in set 1. Marquette found a way back. That could be the start of it for the visiting Golden Eagles. Subbing in, the West Coast Savage. Mackenzie Savage. Block. Big roof right on the far antenna again. Anytime DePaul goes to the far antenna, it is brought right back into play. Back row Savage. Reed. And that goes out of bounds, so Reed finds another tool. 19-17. DePaul needs 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Marquette gaining 2 points on service errors in the past few points, 19-18. To serve, recently checked in, Abby Julian, the 5'7", redshirted sophomore out of Lewis Center, Ohio. Reed. And that one stays in. Marquette ties it at 19 apiece. Couple haters. Left hand Julian to Reed. That one goes out of bounds. Good communication by Boiser. Checking in for the Blue Demons is Horvath, going right back to serve. Checking in for some defensive help by Marquette is Martinez. Far side, high off the double. Coffee tips over the double block. Double block returned again. And Boiser can't stick out the paw. 20-20. Substitution. It's going to be a 1-for-1 game the rest of this second set here. DePaul lost by only 2 in set 1. Maxwell over the middle, hits the tape, but falls back on their own side. Passing wasn't as crisp as expected. 21-20, Marquette leads. Double block. Marquette. It wasn't love. It wasn't love. It was a perfect illusion. 22-20. Marquette is 3 points away from taking the first 2 sets of action. Maya Reed had the double block stuffed. We will take a quick time out. When we come back, the conclusion of set number 2 on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too. At It's On Us. Stop.
You got me so damaged, as we heard coming out of break. Pete Ferreri here, 22-20. Marquette leads after DePaul had it. Do you have a first aid kit handy? DePaul able to get a point back by Maya Reed. Banez now to serve. 1 point deficit for the home Blue Demons. Double block. Blue Demons tie it up. 2 quick points for DePaul. Coming down to the wire yet again. 2 notes, star outside hitter Claire Anderson not even suited up for today's game. That goes out of bounds. DePaul gets another one. 3-0 rally for the Blue Demons out of the timeout. Checking in for Marquette is Madeline Mosher. Banez with the guard assists on both arms. Set far side, and that one goes way into the crowd. Not even enough for 23-23. DePaul has reached their point total for set 1 against the number 2 ranked in the Big East, Marquette. Rough. Taking away Elizabeth Orth, the 6'3" middle blocking freshman. Marquette 1 point away from set 2 victory. The spirit of St. Louis lives in Orth. Maxwell to keep DePaul alive. McPhee. Set far side. Banez. Joust at the net. Palmed away by Boiser, and just as set 1 ended, so will set 2. 25-23. Can DePaul find a way to keep the game alive, or what will Marquette win in 3 straight and sweep away senior night here on the Big East Digital Network's Game of the Week, presented on Fox Sports Go and by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century?
Welcome back. This is Pete Ferrari with your final regular season game coverage on the Big East Digital Network, powered by Fox Sports Go, presented by SoFi. Reminder, find them on Twitter at SoFi if you are ready for your student loan refinancing, personal loans, mortgages, life insurance, wealth questions, ready to watch your next milestone. Check out SoFi, NMLS number 1121636. Marquette found a way to be trailing in both set 1 and 2, but stormed back to win 25-23 in both set 1 and 2. To note for the home Blue Demons, Brittany Maxwell has now hit 11 kills, so she has hit her 1,000 kill mark for her career, so congrats to her, a junior. So we'll see her truly be leading these Blue Demons next year. Anna Hawk, 6 kills and 9 for Rosenthal, 8 for Barber for Marquette. 5 blocks for DePaul, 7 for Marquette. 4 that were in set number 2 alone as we are underway in the third set at McGrath-Phillips Arena on this final regular season day, the 18th of November. 1-0 DePaul to start things off in set number 3. Left hand by Maxwell. Give her the baker's dozen. Double block. Can't get there. DePaul 2-0. Boiser of Westmont to serve. Left to right now are the Blue Demons. That one goes out of bounds, a gimme point. As we noted earlier, make sure you follow BigEast.com closely, as some playoff tournament implications in the games this afternoon. Point goes to Marquette, but as mentioned, Creighton has secured the number 1 seed in the tournament, which starts next Friday. 15-1 of the Big East are the Blue Jays, flying high out of Omaha. 22-5 overall. This Marquette squad, 20-8 overall, 14-3 in the conference. Butler has gone 11-5, 21-7 overall. They beat Seton Hall yesterday, who's fighting for the 4th and final spot. Seton Hall now sits 10-6, but who's clipping at their heels? Villanova 9-7. Villanova plays Providence. Seton Hall takes on Xavier. Villanova does have the slight tiebreaker. Again, Villanova holds a slight tiebreaker advantage over Seton Hall should they finish the season tied. They did have it as well over Butler, but since Butler beat Seton Hall, that is where we sit. So lots of great volleyball action. Rest of the way, left-handed dump attempt. Back to the action. Maxwell now tries with the left. Coffey back to McPhee. McPhee can't find the line. Falls back on the near side of the tape. 3-3 your score. With this Marquette Golden Eagle team up 2-0 against DePaul. They swept Georgetown recently before defeating Villanova in 5 thrilling sets a week ago today. Point goes to Marquette, 4-3 now the score. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Big East Digital Network, powered by Fox Sports Go this entire NCAA season. Point goes to Marquette as we look a little bit ahead to season play. Next Friday's coverage will be also on the Big East Digital Network for the opening semifinal rounds of the tournament, so make sure you keep your app on and locked for that thrilling action. And then Fox Sports 2 will be hosting the Big East Championship a week from today. 5-4 Marquette leads. The pride of California, Savage, checks in. Number 6 with the right-hand hop serve to the back row for the Golden Eagles. Slide at 10, Orff, Savage, left hand to keep the rally alive. Your antenna, Savage can't get there. Point, Golden Eagles. DePaul's last win was at Georgetown over a month ago, the 14th of October. They won 3-2. They have only won 4 sets total since then. But most recently, that was some screaming. I even hopped baseline. Woo! 6-5. Maya Reed. So much screaming in the crowd. Checking in for DePaul is Maddie Torti, the 5'11 sophomore out of Leawood, Kansas. And also checking in along the middle is Avery Evans-Allen, the middle hitting freshman out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So now some freshmen getting some playing time, and she gets it right off the bat. Evans-Allen, welcome to the Bigs. That has got to be a confidence boost, getting a point against one of the best teams in the conference. At the net, that one goes out of bounds, wasn't touched. Point goes Blue Demons, 7-6. DePaul back within 1. Torti to serve. Into the net, service error. Another gimme for the Golden Eagles. Marquette keeping most of their starters in the game at this point. Not many players for Marquette, though, have not seen the court, so a big rotation for Marquette. Far side down, Maya Reed with another one. Feed me more. Maya Reed over 10 kills on the afternoon. Play at the net. Maya Reed, one more time. 9-7. Not able to jump is Speckman. She sets near antenna. Woo! Fly like an eagle. And a hawk. I mean, a hawk's not an eagle. You get what I'm saying? 9-8. She came soaring from that 10-foot line. Savage caught in between, has to side bump. And that ricochets off the back wall, 9-9. Served by the Eags. Along the middle. And Reed mistimes, hits it into the net. 10-9 Marquette. Marquette allowing DePaul to make some mistakes. Maya Reed has it roll off. Savage. Maya Reed side bump to keep the rally alive. Decoy. Good chop at it. Maxwell sends it too far. Another error by the Blue Demons. Timeout called Nadia Edwards. Marquette has a 2-point advantage here in set number 3. As we see no tip, mere inches away from that back corner. Again, great camera work by the crew here today. As that one could have gone either way. I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't. But from our vantage point, just goes out. 11-9 now. Marquette leads. Again, we want to thank everybody for being here the entire season on the Big East Digital Network. Make sure you stay tuned and hashtag Big East VB as things continue along, as some big announcements will be coming your way in the next 12 or so hours. Again, the 2017 Big East Championship bracket is going to be released today following the conclusion of the regular season matchup. And for those of you keeping time at home, Providence at Villanova and Xavier at Seton Hall will both take off at 7 o'clock Eastern time, so 6 o'clock Central. So by about 10 o'clock Eastern time, we will know who has secured the final spots in the Big East tournament. And that'll be next Friday on the network. Marquette comes off the timeout with a 2-point lead. Maxwell. Pancake to keep it alive. Maxwell, joust at the net. Maya Reed Despacito. 11-10, Marquette leads by only 1. Maya Reed keeping the pounding going in set 3. Back set off the double. Maxwell with the left hand. And that is going to be a tip. DePaul has tied it up. Lucky 11s. Love the sound effects here. Whoop, whoop. Back to serve. Freshman Banez. Decoy. Off the double, can't get there is Horvath. Beautiful pass, beautiful decoy by Marquette. Textbook. Rose checks in. Marquette up with a 1-point lead. They lead 2 sets to nothing, 25-23 being the score in set 1 and 2. McPhee misguides, hits the right elbow, drops down, 13-11 Marquette. Lead back to 2. Rose hits off the tape. McPhee, back row to Rose. Right hand. And Rose can't get there. And as they say, every rose has its thorn. 13-12. Blue Demons back within 1. Good crowd here today. It was also Alumni Day, so some great alumni making their presence known. Shout out to the Blue Blazer, Lauren Blasey. Had the pleasure of calling many of her matches throughout her collegiate career. 14-12. Hawk to serve. Near side, Maxwell. High return Rose. Maxwell breaks through and that one goes out of bounds. I'm a star boy. 14-12. Move to 14-13. Maxwell up to 15 kills as she serves. A back dump attempt. McPhee. And big tool again. Point goes this time to Marquette. Lead extended back to 2, 15-13. Set to hop serve. Bump far side, McPhee. Near antenna. High return on the double. McPhee, no tip, goes out of bounds. Line judge says no. 16-13, 3-point lead for Marquette. Coach Edwards may need a timeout if there's another point. Up served by Rosenthal. Back set, Coffey. Some players running into each other. Let's see if she is okay. Lauren Speckman got a right fist right into the larynx. She's taking a breather. It looks like she's okay. Aligned R1 and R2 communicate she is still holding her upper sternum, so let's hope she's okay as she stays in the game. Some very, very deep breaths there, but point goes to DePaul. She is still, as we see a substitution. Back to serve, Savage. Rosenthal leads the way, 10 kills for the visiting Golden Eagles, 15 for Maxwell. Service error, Savage. Assist, Horvath with 22. Speckman now has taken the lead with 14. Or 4 blocks and 5 for Coffey. And Rosenthal 2 aces for the visiting Golden Eagles. Double block, Joust, keeping it back in. Smart play by Speckman. Double block. No, thank you, please. Come again, 18-15. DePaul has 7 points left in the 2017 campaign. Savage, far side. Double block, chipping away, Reed. Oh, smart play. Reed goes again, is blocked and can't get there as Boyser. That timeout may be coming soon. And there it is. Coach Nadia Edwards calls a timeout. 6 points away from the straight 3-set sweep are the Golden Eagles of Marquette. Can they find those 6 points, or can DePaul find 10 more? We'll be back on the Big East Digital Network on Fox Sports Go, powered and presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
Five points after that one is what Marquette needs. 19-16 your score. Or they're actually going the other way. My apologies. 19-16. Coffey to serve. Boyser out of the game. More net play right now in this rotation for Coach Edwards as Coffey serves. Back set to Reed. Near antenna, and Coffey stabs at it. Knows it was going to be a close one. As Coffey now checks out, 20-16. As there are 5 points left for these DePaul seniors. Savage, far side for Reed. Double block. That one sails too far, but tip at the net. 4 more points for Marquette. (21-16) as Geoffroy serves. Quick one, Geoffroy with the clean return. And that goes out of bounds. Savage held the hand up. She gave the assist to the line judge. Checking in, Kelsey Horvath in what could be the final serve of her collegiate career. Set along the mid. And point Blue Demons. 21-18, not over yet, as Reed brings the thunder. Boiser tips at it to try to keep it alive. Some miscommunication with Savage. 3 more points needed by the Golden Eagles. To serve, Kanavadov. Reed tips over the double block. Rally still alive. High and out of bounds. 23-18. Kanavadov to serve yet again. Savage, far side, Maxwell. And Maxwell gets the point as that one sails out of bounds. DePaul still clinging on to hope. Checking in, Ashley Marshall, the 5'11 sophomore out of St. Michael, Barbados. Up serve Banyas. Back set. Still alive, Horvath. Maxwell wants it with the left. Quick one, double block. Back set. High off the double again. Back set, Maxwell. Again blocked. Far side. Near antenna. What a dig. What a rally. Free ball continues. Near antenna. Still alive. Double block. When will it end? Far side. Block Marquette as their bench hops to their feet. Wow. That was almost a 90-second rally to make it game point, 24-19 for the number 2 ranked Golden Eagles. And Boiser sends it out of bounds. Service ace to end the sweep, 25-19. That's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote. DePaul falls in 3. We will have some post-game statistics and an interview with head coach for Marquette as we see Boiser mishandles the chip out of bounds, and Marquette will take their winning ways into tournament play next week. We'll take a quick timeout when we come back. Some post-game statistics and interview possibly with the head coach for Marquette in just a moment, right here on the Big East Digital Network, powered by Fox Sports Go, presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
Hallelujah.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You need more?
Hallelujah.
And this is just one night. You should see what we do during the day. Marquette University. Be the difference.
What do you see?
Welcome back to the Big East Digital Network coverage on Fox Sports Go, presented by SoFi. Marquette in 3 straight against the home blue Demons of DePaul University. Here alongside Coach. Coach, they had an outstanding lead in the first 2 sets. You found a way to rally back and win 25-23. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I thought DePaul had a great defensive effort tonight. I think they held us in check pretty much throughout. Fortunately, our comebacks, I think, were mounted by service pressure, getting them out of system and then converting in some transition situations. Also, I thought some pretty key blocks to the comeback as well.
Coach, Brittany Maxwell had her 1,000th kill against you today, but then you really slowed her down at the conclusion of set 2 and then into 3. What'd you change for that?
I think, again, first and second touches had a lot more to do with it. I mean, she's a great player. She's still got 5 kills a game, right? So I don't know that we stopped her a whole lot, but I think just enough. And, Sarah had a nice dig on her in right back down the stretch. I thought that was big. We needed to stop there. So collective effort.
Okay, and Coach, final question. Tournament play, you're the number 2 seed. Are you going to be excited for tonight when the schedule is released at the onset of those games?
Yeah, we've been keeping a pretty close eye on the races. Villanova getting the win over Creighton last night kind of threw a wrench in Seton Hall. And so I don't know how – we're looking forward to watching some of those and seeing what shakes loose. But, yeah, we're getting close, right? We're almost there.
Anybody you're looking forward to matching up against? Or?
I mean, it looks I believe we're probably set with Butler at this point, who's a great defensive team. And it's tough to find kills against those guys. And they've got a couple of players playing really well right now. I know Bree Lilly's been on fire, so we're going to have to deal with a lot.
All right, Coach, best of luck in the tournament play. Again, Marquette takes out DePaul in 3 straight. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, conclusion of the Big East Game of the Week. All right, and thanks to Coach for that post-game interview. 3 straight, 25-23 in the first, 25-23 in the second, 25-19 is the third. On behalf of all of us here, congrats to the seniors as they are getting their flowers, and it's an emotional day for DePaul as their collegiate career is ended at the hands of Marquette. Marquette will continue on, find out the full statistics of who they're up against at the end of all the games this evening. But again, thank you for joining us here on the Big East Digital Network. Marquette in 3 straight, number 2 rank going into the tournament, which begins next Friday, powered by Fox Sports Go and presented by SoFi.
What do you see? Is it a tree? Or is it a shelter? Is it a time capsule telling the story of the last century? Or a way to combat climate change in this one? Looking at things from every angle. It happens every day at DePaul University. By bringing together students with diverse perspectives and professors who challenge conventional thinking, a wider point of view emerges. DePaul University, a greater perspective.
It's on us to not look the other way if we see something happening.
It's on us to change the way we talk about each other.
It's on us.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us to be role models for how we treat each other.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
It's on us to do something to keep assault from happening.
I'm Maggie Wright from Butler University, and it's on all of us
to stop sexual assault. I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.